Welcome, one and all, and archivers now to L Stream on L Twitch this time. As promised, because I is a BOI of my word, we've done what we needed to do on that dlive platform, and that was get enough Lino points, lemons, whatever you want to call them. They're very strange. And get enough of them to exchange them, so get the minimum amount to be able to exchange them for actual money, which has now happened and the payment has been received. Thank you for sticking with dlive for at least a little bit while we actually achieved that. I didn't know it wouldn't go down that well. Originally, when I was introduced to it by this person who business emailed me, it was a kind of a blockchain video platform, so I could put on a Doki Doki video and it could make as much as a full-blown Battlecast video because the length of videos didn't matter. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And then they just decided to do streams, which made more sense from a company called dlive. But anyway, that really didn't help me because then the videos didn't get helped anymore. So they made absolutely nothing from that point on. And so now, at that point, now being a past now, I had to stream on it. They wanted me to give it a try. So I did give it a try. And, you know, small amounts of theoretical money were made. I tried it a couple times and I thought, you know what? It's caused people enough distress that we might as well try and make it worth it in some way. So we did. We went until, thanks largely to Vance and Stone Crypto who introduced it to me, we got 2,000 Lino points, and a lemon was 0.912 Lino points or something, so pretty much one of them for each. We got that, and then that was the minimum amount you needed to exchange it for actual money. So there you go. That saga is over and done now. dlive is now dead to me. Don't say that, Reggit. That you can't. If you say that, you're just going to burn bridges. But I don't think people found it that great. They said they were improving it all the time, but it did come across to me very much like they're a kind of fledgling platform, which is fine. This brings me on to my point of what's on at 2:30. And by 2:30, I mean in my time zone. So for anyone else, about half an hour's time, is Formula E. I like a bit of the racing. Gone back to it. Used to not be in it, and now I'm back in it again, as I was in my younger childhood. And Formula E is like an electric formula, as you can probably guess. Anyway, I called it a social movement before the stream started in some way because, well, it's how economy things are going, and they're actually really nicely designed Formula E cars, and although they sound a bit rubbish, they are quite interesting to watch, and the racing's better than Formula 1, actually, largely because the cars actually overtake each other. Formula 1, I mean, I could make whole videos about this. I sort of kind of want to as well, if I ever get the chance to. E. No, very good. E. Oh, Mark Quad, right, okay. But anyway, eventually, hopefully, if David and I can get this thing to work, this capture card thing, I can make Formula 1 gaming videos and maybe talk about Formula 1 as well, because it's exciting, I like it. Anyway, in any case, what my point I'm relating to that is that Formula E, much like dlive, are sort of fledgling, even though it's the 5th season of Formula E, are sort of fledgling in their broadcasting terms. It's nowhere near as smooth an operation as Formula 1 is. Now, I like to sort of berate Liberty Media who do it, but at least they've sort of got their act well suited, because I mean that there's literally been 60 plus years of F1. They've had a lot of practice. But so I would encourage people, if you have any interest in racing, to have a look at Formula E, and they do live streams of it. I don't want to go near the live stream really, because it's going to have Will and E commentating over it, which is a ridiculous piece of synergy that I hate so much. I'm just going to watch it like a nice proper passive viewer in BBC Sport or BBC iPlayer form. But they do a live stream of it, ABB Formula E, and you can talk to them about what you think could be improved. And that, oh goodness me, what have I done there? And that will hopefully allow them to make their program better. An improvement is great. So that's my little Formula E talk to you. I mean, I might go on their live stream. I probably won't. You know what I could do though? I could be on the live stream silently and comment there. What I'm most worried about is that it will be the same commentary though, and you won't be able to escape from Will and E commentating over it. I used to like Will and E, but then he just started clickbaiting, and also, what is he doing on a Formula E race? Like, I quite like Stephen tries his sense of humour as well, but what's he doing on a Formula E race? That's silly, you know? Really silly. So I won't be doing any of that. But perhaps like Piers Morgan and the vegan sausage roll, by drawing attention to the fact I don't like it, that's going to make more people like it. So, I don't know. Anyway, if anyone is interested, which doesn't look like it, but if you are interested in racing, give it a go. I think it's a valuable cause to give a go at this point. Also, they got hecka nice diffusers. Huge things. Nice. Anyway, sort of off track. Off track. Continuing the racing metaphors, I like that. Have you thought of getting BlueStacks? Isn't that one of those paid things? DJ was talking to me, or actually I was first talking to DJ, because I thought DJ had first talked to me, but that might not have been the case. About, what's it called? I can't remember. What's the thing that does Streamlabs? That's it. But you can only get it for Windows. So sod that. I can't do it. I would have loved that, but I can't do anything. So, yeah. Looks like we're really failing these runs, dear me. But yeah, that's a dead end. And I mean, OBS does fine with streaming. It's just this Streamlabs is supposed to help with donations and graphics and having you chat on more easily and all sorts of things like that. Where it's sort of all nice and does it for you, which I like. But it won't do it for me because it's Windows. So yeah, that's not going to work. Anyway, I've finished my things I want to talk about. Has anyone got any questions for me to talk to you about? Or answer, or anything like that? I've got a 1 on my Discord. What's that about? Oh, no, I will talk about this actually. This is a really annoying thing. Now, don't get me wrong. It's really nice that people rep me using the Tatsumaki and all of that. But I really tried and really hoped for a moment that I'd actually found a way to suppress mentions in a certain channel, because although I love it that people rep me with Tatsumaki, I don't want to be going onto Discord thinking, oh, someone wants a conversation about something important has happened, and it's just a bot has given me a fictional point. But the amount of menus I go through, regardless of what I do, you cannot suppress the mentions, which is really annoying. Kind of should be able to, in my mind. So that was a feature I wish Discord had. But there you go. What can you do? And now, still, any questions anyone has, I'm gesturing to go forth with them. If you want to ask anything. Ba, 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 ba. With BlueStacks you can play Battle Cats on your Mac. I don't want to. I mean, I invested in a very expensive Apple device in order to have, you know, no issues with playing Battle Cats on, and of course not just for Battle Cats, being able to do all sorts of other things. I'm not rich enough to make purchases just for one mobile game, but I've no reason to want to play it on my computer, which is comparably not the same kind of processing power. If it's handbraking or exporting anything from iMovie, it gets in a right huff. It huffs and it puffs and it can't multitask. Poor thing. But, you know, it's a 2012 computer, so I'm just keeping it going, you know. Whereas the device is like 2016, so, yeah, more up to date. Right. Have we almost reached the end of our energy, and then we can, well, put the Inconeck back on and reconnect to what we have banked. And then, you know, seeing as we're coming towards the end of Cats in the Snow, I should probably just use my tickets. I don't know how many I've got. I haven't looked at them, so it should be exciting. And then I won't forget to open at least all of them anyway. is just to mute the server and suppress at everyone that mentions. Exactly. I don't want to do that. It really annoys me. I'd like to be able to respond to people if they've pinged me somewhere, but not, you know, but because it's not a conversation. When someone pings you with Tatsumaki. So I really wish there was more customizability in it, but, well, there's not, which is just quite sad. Oh. That's not right. There we go. Right. Let's just check if there's anything that needs doing. Probably, namely, missions. Has no one got, like, anything to say to me either? I did try that. I did mute Tatsumaki, but that didn't work either. So I am purely at a loss. Oh wow, I only need to send Gamatoto. Okay, well that'll do. That's fine. That won't require any energy spent. What? Oh, we did get a question. Silly me, I missed it. What's your standing on Article 13? Hashtag Brexit means Brexit, am I right? Oh, you know, ideologically, right, it's bad to take away the idea of Creative Commons, but practically, for me, it barely makes any difference. Also, the fact that Britain, in some way or another, might be leaving the EU. Might. I forgot to put the screen back on. Might be leaving the EU. We might not. Everything could descend into chaos. I'm not going to express any opinions on Brexit other than the statement that it just might not happen at all. Whether that's a good or a bad thing. And I'd be inclined to think in some ways it would actually be a good thing if we just went back to how things were before all the political chaos. Although political chaos is fun for a politics student, so swings and roundabouts. It's, you know, my future versus my A-level. I don't know which I prefer. But yeah, Article 13 seems silly to me. But will it have much impact on me personally? No. But does that mean that I should, like, not bother standing up for the people who it does affect? No, I should stand up for them. It's a bad thing. Mute individual members. That's what I think. That's what you mean, right? Going on Tatsumaki and clicking mute. I did that. It hasn't had any effect, which is really annoying. Like, Discord, come on now. There's a sort of deathly silence. See, people in the archive will be able to see the chat. They'll be like, wow, a chat. If you know, if we had the Streamlabs and that worked. Because that'd be easy to just put on. Otherwise, we'll have to do it with all, like, numbers and brackets and stuff. And, nah, not for all that. I mean, we did it with YouTube once. It was quite good, actually, to be fair. But now that this is the way that I record as well anyway, having to move it about, although I could easily just select a different section for streaming, I don't feel like it matters as much. I don't know if it matters to the archivers that much, does it? Because there's obviously no DVR, because it's not the DVR, it's a stream replay, because, well, it's not on YouTube. But does it matter that you can't see what people are saying? Maybe it does. I don't know. Blocking them. Yeah. Blocking Tatsumaki. I mean, I would occasionally like to look at my profile and things like that, you know, that's the thing. I just want it not to mention me. That's the thing. And I could, I guess, do T profile and then it'd be like one blocked message and then show the message. But why isn't there a better way to do it? Why isn't there any kind of way to personalise this. And I don't know how all the Discord bot stuff works. I didn't introduce Tatsumaki to the server. People just wanted it. So I was like, well, alright. If you oversee it, you know, it's yours. But I don't know. I don't do well with that sort of thing. All that technology and all that. Anyone like got any questions or anything? That's fine, don't worry. I think we're all at a loss, really. Might have been embarrassing if someone had said there was an easy solution that I'd missed, so swings and roundabouts. Anyone got anything to say? I'm just going to look at my notification that I have looked at several times but keeps coming back. Yeah. Well, maybe that'll work. Okay. Scratch game update. Good stuff. I mean, at some point in the future we'll do like a kind of, I reckon, a whole kind of Scratch game stream, perhaps. Can't really give an opinion on that, but we will give all that a go at some point. Do. Is reindeer fish true form worth a treasure radar? No, I wouldn't say so. I never use it as a unit within its own right, and the unit that I use is in a combo, is its second form anyway, Sashimi Cat, for Bento Special. So I'd say it's not worth your treasure radar, but that's up to you. I just say don't bother with that level at all, honestly. That's my tea drunk. Nice tea. Oh, I feel like Izuma now. On Twitch, talking about tea. What I need now is actual questions to answer. Then we're there. What's the Scratch game? It's like a Battle Cats approximation of Battle Cats made within Scratch, which quite impressed me when hearing about it, because I remember doing Scratch at the end of primary school and I didn't achieve much on it. It can be said. All that code and that, really not my thing. Would it be okay for me to DM you some footage of the new enemy? I mean, you can if you want, you know, just as a rule of thumb, DM what you like, and I will make a point of asking you to stop if you've been DMing me too much. So, yeah, we'll go for the old liberal principles. Do until you have a reason not to do. Whether that's a reason you give yourself or a reason someone else gives you. I was reading up about bits, by the way, which is another thing that made me want to get Streamlabs, because of the more direct, you know, creator actually gets the money sort of thing. I was reading a section that was like, oh, well, how do creators benefit from bits? It's like, oh, community, yay. And then it was like financial. I was like, all right, yeah, go on. It said a creator gets 1% of every bit's value. 1%. That is dreadful. You spend £1.48 on some whatever they are, bits, 100 bits, right? And I would get 0.0 Wait, hang on. £1.48. Yeah. 1 point. You can see in my decimals need brushing up on. 1.48 pence. That's what I get. 1.5 pence. Well, they're slightly under, so that rounds to 1 pence out of you spending £1.48. Not great. Doesn't sound like a great deal, really, for some shiny diamonds that appear in the chat. You know, I can say to myself, oh, well, look, what a lovely community we have here without having sparkly diamonds jumping about. Bits seem like a really kind of raw deal. But there you go. That's just my slightly uneducated view on it, because I've only just found out about them. I don't know the mystery you speak of, to be fair. Although any of these mysteries could come true, but not as a result of the mystery. It might just happen to be introduced. I don't know. Anyway, while we wait for that energy, let's be efficient here. You know what would be more sensible than, you know, sending him off for a long expedition? To make sure we get this done, let's send him off for a short expedition. And now, $247. That is not as good as I thought it would be. Well, whatever. Let's start opening them. We'll go down to a round number and then start doing it in tens. Cat CPU. That's just about best I could get. But it's worthwhile if you have a massive following, because you would have way more people giving bits, thus getting actual amounts of money. Perhaps. But that would have to be a very, very huge exponential jump. Or if you wanted to support Twitch, I guess, by giving them 99% of the revenue of bits. But I get your point, but I think bits are very much a raw deal. At least definitely for me, anyway. Don't really want the XP, to be fair. The XP means now to me. Means now. Treasure radar, fair enough. Still got over 100 of them. Don't use them that often. Might use them a bit more, actually, because why not? We got cat CPU, we got speed up, little Titan, diddly diddly dee. And the great thing about this is you can get NP out of them, so that, I mean, that's just fantastic, isn't it? Don't you think? Fantastic, laddie. And if, you know, we'll max out the stuff we can, because I heard there were higher levels or something. I mean, that might not be true, but we'll see. But we definitely got some kind of incentive to be getting as much of these items and all of that as we possibly can. And it's certainly a lot more sensible doing this in a stream. What does NP do? Good question. NP, when you get it from exchanging like a unit that you've maxed out, can be used towards talents, which give cats additional abilities. It's a sort of, what update was it? 7.6 or 8.0 kind of thing. That tis what is. That tis what tis. Yeah. Oh, I've had a thought. I think we'll end up signing the stream off, well, relatively soon, because I want to watch my Formula E. But I was wondering, I might try the hosting or raiding or whatever it is function. See if I can do that. So any advice on how on earth that works would be useful. To put you all, if there is a Formula E stream on Twitch, just put you there. Make it easier for you. And then if you really don't want to watch it, you can exit, but then it will just be there for you. I mean, why not? Should I get Cyborg or Thaumaturge? Thaumaturge. It's the biggest improvement of those two. Paris is already very good, I would say. Thaumaturge can see you very well and stuff like, well, Uncanny Legends if you don't have many anti-relics. You don't like Formula E. Have you seen Formula E? Out of interest? Because if you haven't seen it, you have no real right to say you don't like it. Don't know what to say after that, really. You think you have? Well, okay, fair enough. If you've established an opinion on it through actually seeing it, can't argue with that. I mean, they do sound terrible, those vehicles, but other than that, you know, with a bit of brushing up, it can be good. So we'll use what we can. Let's see if they can be used then. Is it true? Oh, it's hecka true. Wow. Wow, look at that. That is brilliant. Well, let's look in the upgrade menu then. Thank you very much. What are these? No. No! What? You stop doing that. Right. So, yeah. Plus 33, plus 36, plus 38. Ooh, 39. Good. 35, 36, 38, 34, and 38. Good stuff. Good stuff. The little cats are a little bit better. Hey. Is Formula E the one that has like actual tracks, or is it like NASCAR where it's just an oval? They're not ovals, but because they're a lot slower than Formula 1 cars, all the Formula E circuits, they're done on street circuits, so that it makes them look a little bit faster, I guess. So this one's in Marrakesh, which is Morocco, I think? I don't know. Anyway, that's where this one is. They're street circuits. But yeah, not that they do have proper corners to them. I mean, just to make it clear to any archiver or anyone, in fact, I don't gain any benefit from promoting Formula E. I mean, that might be quite amazing if they partnered up with me for some unknown reason, seeing I'm a Battle Cats YouTuber. But yeah, I just think it's might be the way forward, and if we help it improve as the way forward, when it is the only way, it'll be good. Kind of like a Mario Kart track, yeah. Considering the racing, it is Mario Kart without the items. And there is a thing called fan boost. Questionable whether it's a good idea, but you can vote on who should be given a little bit of extra kilowatt power at one point during the race, which is a tiny bit like a mushroom. So yeah, it's Mario Kart. Yeah, Formula E is Mario Kart. There we go. Right, let's continue opening these then. Not these, these. Well, hey. The questionable thing about fan boost really is if it's fair. I don't personally vote on the fan boost because I think it's something that should be phased out. Because although maybe it gauges some people's interest, it's not very fair a racing dynamic. Because if you're unpopular and unknown but a really good racer, and you know you're chasing someone but they're loved and they're worse than you but they got fan boost, you can't overtake them. Is that for a very fair reason? Debate. Discuss. Think. Above 130 CPUs again, that's good. Most certainly good. Keep going with these openings. Why do you always hide your cat that you zoom in and say, oh, that's a spoiler? Well, that started out the first time when that was genuine, because it was a spoiler, and then just sort of parodied itself several times. The answer will become more obvious to you when I eventually get a certain video out in which it's no longer a spoiler. That's your answer. Stoking the excitement levels, perhaps. Probably not. Oh, cat CPU, that's what I like to see. Speed ups, alright. I mostly just want cat CPUs and to max out my little cats now, seeming as that seems to be the new established order. Upgrade Aphrodite or Togolan. I'm not sure I have Togolan. Wait, Togaluga. Has that one become Shishlan? I don't know. I can vouch for Meg Aphrodite, certainly. So, that one? Oh. What? You asking me? Neither. You know? That's the answer. Not unless I need to. Right, okay. Bam! We've maxed out some stuff then. Excellent. Right, so we've got an eraser, a few legs, fish, bird, and a couple of titans. Well, let's exchange them for NP, certainly not XP, and that will get me to 10 NP, which is enough to upgrade something. And if I look at my lils now, we should, past these menus, have something rather exciting, and that is 36. 40. We've got a level 80 little eraser, ladies and gentlemen. 40 little dart, fair enough. 40 little macho legs, good. 36. 40 little flying, beware zombies. Plus 40 little island cat, lovely. 37 little king dragon, fair enough. And 40 little Chimera, which should probably be good. I haven't been in 4-star stages in ages, but that'll do. And if you're wondering why I'm correcting myself, I might use that section in a video. I thought maybe, perhaps, a little bit behind the scenes. I don't want to be saying with no correction and just have that in a video, because that would be unprofessional. And your boy's hecka professional, am I right? I don't know. Don't debate that one. I might be quite saddened by the answer. Anyway, I am pretty much done and sorted at this point because, well, we've opened and did everything that we roughly pretty much need to. It's kind of tempting to get my chappy home, but no, I won't. We've had 10 minutes go by. We'll wait. Ah, good. We can build another level on Breaker Blast. Let's do that. That'll do. Right. Okay. Let's check up on Discord then, and that'll be about it. Yeah, just the footage and nothing else? Huh. I feel like that's one message. And on that spooky note, archivers, ta-ra. Hope you've enjoyed this 33 minutes of, I don't know, snow.